Hey there, good morning, everybody. This is Chris here in Hawaii, up in the mountains. Hope you guys had a good weekend. We are at the London Close, and it's 4 or 6 p.m. here. So let's take a look at the markets. We'll see kind of what, if anything, we have going on today. We'll kind of scour the report a little bit, and then take a look at some charts and see if we can make some profit today. Looking by the heat map, you can kind of just see off the bat that the euro is being sold off, with the exception of the Swiss franc. Dollars sort of mixed today, although the U.S. index was up on Friday, and then over the weekend, the big news on Trump issuing 4 executive orders, including a payroll tax cut, that kind of put more of a risk-on environment with uncertainty in the administration and also a little bit of a bump in the dollar. So Australian dollar sort of mixed. Pound is bought, but I think that has more to do with the euro weakness than actual pound strength. Kiwi is mixed. Canadian dollar is being bought. A little bit of oil strength, which is good. Swiss franc sold off on the same line as the euro, and then the yen fairly strong today with that risk-on tone. U.S.-China sanctions, that's kind of what is sparking a little bit more of a risk-on environment. So the dollar is pretty much mostly firmer versus most of the currencies. So emerging market currencies too had a soft undertone, and I think that kind of added to the risk-off type environment for today. Looking at the equity markets, which I really suggest you do that. It's important to see if there's a big trend coming up, or or if it's more of a muted market. So what's interesting is the Dow is up 175 points despite everything going on, and the VIX is up. So there's a little bit more volatility today. So that's interesting. Just keep an eye on that, because that could bode well for some risk-on moves as well. And European markets were mostly higher. So Asia was mixed. Like I said, the oil is up 68 cents, and gold and silver are way up. Gold's up $19, so almost up 1%. Silver's up another 5% today, so unbelievable. All right, so anyway, going on to today, what we have going on, what I'd be looking at would be U.S. dollar, just kind of as a continuation of Friday against the Swiss franc, which I believe is going to be a little bit weaker here over the next couple days. So let's take a look at the chart and see what we have going on here. So I'll go to a 30-minute chart here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you kind of see a big boost up here over the last couple days. Let's see. So we're looking at a 2-day period right here, and you can see it's a little bit up, but there has been a sell-off here in the last few hours. 1, 2, 3 hours, and then it's kind of consolidating at this level. So let's take a look at the volume. This looks like a really nice possible retracement up to another high. You can see the volume here. It's right at that level at 91.43, so 91.45. There's a real strong level of support and resistance at, where was that level? I lost it here. Give me a sec, guys. Let me pull up that level. It's right below where we're at. Oh, what the heck happened to the level? Let's do it this way. I'm going to sort it here, see if I can find it. Well, I had it a second ago. Don't know what happened to it. Let's take a look at this. Don't know what happened to it. Shoot. Well, we can look at the same thing. If we just go back in volume, we can still find it. Let me pull it up. Let's get another volume cluster here. You can look at that. You can see we are right on that volume area. And, I think this is going to retrace up to this level here. So we're looking at maybe a possibility of just under 40 pips. And for me, if this thing dropped below here, so we're probably looking at like a 10 pip stop, I would be interested in getting out of this thing. So this is a really, really nice level here. You can see on the longer time frame and the shorter time frame where this thing lines up. I'm going to go back even a little further here. Let's go back to the recent swing. Look at this. I mean, not even close. It's amazing how these levels line up. So let's go ahead and take an entry. And like I said, we will look at a 10 pip stop on this one. So Swiss franc is being sold off already anyway, and I think you can see based on the equity markets that it's not a huge it is not a huge sell-off of risk off, which I still think would bode a little bit worse for the dollar here. So we got filled at 91.48.6. And I always try to determine my risk before I get into any trade. For me, if this thing closes below these lows here where the wicks are, I wouldn't be interested. And then the stop or the profit target, we're going to go for the high here. So 91.84.4. So we're probably looking at like a 36 pip profit target with a 10 pip stop. So 3.6 to 1 reward to risk. I really, really like this level. This is a good level. And, I think it'll take a lot for this thing to stop and close below this. And if it does close below this, chances are it's going to take another leg down. So let's sit back and see. And hopefully, we can be in profit here. I think Trump kind of gave us a gift on the dollar here by going against Congress and, issuing these executive orders. And basically by doing that, he has undermined the Democratic Congress, Democratic Party. So now he doesn't really need to go to the table here. And the funny part is, technically, legally, he can't do this. But if the Democrats file a lawsuit against Trump that he's trying to take care of the workers, they look like schmucks. So it was actually a pretty brilliant move. I can't believe I'm using brilliant in the same sentence as Trump, but that was a pretty brilliant move on his part politically. So let's see how that shapes out. But I thought I'd share that thought with you. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on this trade for today, and hopefully we can end in some profit. So I will talk to y'all later. Thanks.